Good afternoon, my friends, and welcome to my den where we'll share an afternoon shave. Today's shave is brought to you by us, not by this one. Here we go. By Dublin Tweed from. This came in the package with the Shaving Cadre Sapientificio Veracino brush in olive wood, and so it came in the package, and I figured I ought to give it a try. It seems an awful lot like Western or what is it? Wet shaving products, which is the aftershave I have. The fragrance is very close, so it's great that I usually run out of soap before I run out of aftershave, and so I've got plenty of aftershave, and it's going to work out pretty good. I got to fiddle it around and have a little bit of pre-shave on my face here, and I'll let it dry a little bit, so I'll work it up some. And Safety Cat came in and she did a checkout. She doesn't get up on the counter as much as she used to, but she likes the window, so I use this brush. This is the second actual use of this brush, so we'll see how she does. This lather is wet and copious, very slick. I hope, anyway. That's how I like. My roots come from primarily straight shaving, so I tend to make my lathers wet and slick. And it flies all over the place, makes a wonderful mess. Coming up on the Labor Day weekend, which would have been, there's two county fairs that go on Labor Day weekend. They've both been canceled, so we'll find out something else to do this time. Today's razor is a feather, or not, a Kai Captain knockoff. One that's got the scalloped sides there. I like this one. Of the clones, this one is one I enjoy the most. It's got a lot of the similar design features as the Feather SS, and that it's got the little lips here at the base of the where it's holding on to the blade, but it's because it's made of pot metal. It's a little different kind of metal. It's not quite as heavy. The weight's a little different. This is a Kai blade in here. It's got the guards on it. It's Kai Pro Touch. Visually, when you're looking at the two, between the Pro Touch and the Pro Guard, the Pro Touch just has a lot more guards per inch. Well, the Kai, yeah, whatever one the Kai is, has more little guard wires than the Feather. Sharpness about the same, but the first shave off of a Kai isn't quite as rough as you can sometimes get off of a Feather. Had a nice landed right in the excess zone here. I hope, I was looking at the weather, and I hope you guys out west get some more moisture fallout from the hurricanes breaking up. We got some. Oh, I got some disappearing lather. Look at that. Maybe I shouldn't have put water on my face. Well, there's a cure for that. Go back to the puck. You guys didn't get much of a monsoon this year, so I hope that you get a little bit more from third-party sources trying to help you out a little bit. Getting a little irritation. I'm not sure what the deal is. Just very localized. Steve is working on a couple of brushes, other ones that I'm looking forward to very much. In my scouting days, I'm still involved in scouting. And as a Ute, we had to tear down what we called the Scoutmaster's Lodge, which was the first building on the property. We don't know who built it, but it got to be at the point where it wasn't safe for kids to play in it. It was full of critters, so we tore it down, and the building was built from chestnut, which was sourced locally. There was at one time a sawmill on the property, and so it was kind of a rough-hewn little cabin. We tore it down, and I saved a chunk of one of the logs. Everybody got a little piece of it, I think the rest of it the logs ended up being seats in the amphitheater. We managed to keep a few, and we all wanted a little piece of it because it had been painted all kinds of garish colors over its lifetime. Probably bootleggers and whoever else had the property before the Army took the property over in the during the First World War, and then it became a WPA camp, and so they did a lot of work on it during then. There was all kinds of stuff in that. There's another cabin that we didn't tear down, but we cleaned up, tore everything out of the attic. That was a real summer for destruction. And lower camp, they built a swimming pool. It leaked faster than we could pump water in. Our little council, Licking County Council, got swallowed up by the neighboring Central Ohio Council, which then got ate up by another, which is now where it is now. All the bankruptcies and terribleness going on with the Scouts. I still firmly believe that it's, barring the few, still good for boys. Some kids don't have a father figure in their house. And someone to teach them some of the things. For crying out loud, a fishing call. Well, there are a lot of kids that have benefited greatly from the scouting experience. It's too bad there's always that few and there are so many sports and stuff now getting in the way that the numbers of Boy Scouts has dwindled. Yeah, I was in there during the kind of the high water mark in the early 70s. Oh heck, a little soap on my eyeballs, and it was a good thing. Good shave. Still have a little bit here, and I don't feel like pushing it too much because if I do, chances are I'm going to hurt myself. Yeah, here. Here we go. I'm sure this is going to sting a little bit. I think I may have overdone it a little bit. this soap isn't as cushiony or slick as SV or any your upper line soap, but it's pretty good soap. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just not as slick as some other ones. Got a little tingle here where I'm trying to work on my, I have a whirl. Now what? Oh, well, man. A little bit of witch hazel. Kind of heal up the damage, and then I'm still running Clubman in the little shave bowl. And I hope I don't turn myself into a, well, yep. Much cooler today. Got the windows open. The cats are all happy about that. And I think they're might get some work done outside, or at least do something out there. We're going to finish up with the Gaelic tweed. So some kind of a Western European tweed. And I think that'll do us. That's about all I've got today for the shave. So on behalf of Safety Cat here and myself, I'm Major Rich. You will find me at the Shaving Cadre. By all means, you're welcome to come visit us there. We're a happy crew. And we can review real quick. We used dadgummit, Chamber Company's Dublin tweed. We were lathering with the Shaving Cadre Sacrificio Veracino olive wood branch or brush. Oh, carved up things off with the Kai Captain Clone using a Kai blade, and finished up with Wet Shaving Products Gaelic tweed. Thank you so much for coming, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.